Welcome back to Saturday Night Politics. I am truly thrilled to have the great Jim Cramer, host of CNBC's long-running hit Mad Money, joining us. Jim rarely graces outside of CNBC, so it's truly a privilege for myself and our viewers to have him coming off a week that started with robust jobs and growth numbers, followed by, obviously, a roller coaster stock market reflecting certainly the president's escalating trade war with China that could cost America's almost $300,000. Thank you, my friend.
Oh, my.
And I say, my friend, really, let me first, one more on the introduction. I say, one of the best guys around. You and I go way back.
We sure
when
do.
you had a show, Kudlow and Kramer, Larry Kudlow, of course. I used to sub in for him, and we got to be good friends there. And you are one of the most charitable, decent people around. Thank you for being here.
Sub in for him because I asked you to be my sub. I did because you are a person that has so many dimensions. But the biggest dimension is the size of your heart.
Oh, man, you're a good man. I love having you here because so much going forward is about Main Street, Wall Street.
Sure.
Two economies. You, on the one hand, are talking to Main Street, trying to help make money.
Right.
But you're listening to Wall Street.
Mm-hmm.
And the first question about listening to Wall Street, I ran into our old friend Jack Welch the other day at a restaurant. And I love Jack. Jack, of course, the former chairman of GE. And he's a Trumper. He knows I'm an anti-Trumper.
Okay.
First thing he says to me, I go, hey, Jack, how about those numbers? And I go, he's talking about the economic numbers. And this was at the beginning of the week. And I said, yeah, but Jack, you got to say this about Trump. And he goes, how about those numbers? And my question to you is, you talk to CEOs.
Right.
And then there are the Jamie Dimon CEOs who kind of can see things other. Do you get a sense that there are more guys like Welch, that they're just looking at the numbers and, their shareholder value, or there's another thing going on as they see Trump and some of the, at very say the least, the lawlessness of Trump?
I find it's the following, Donnie. Look, I know, hate him or love him, the numbers are good. Yeah. So in other words, they don't know where you're coming from. So it's always hate him or love him. They want to put that caveat. They don't say I hate him, and they don't say I love him. But they do say the numbers are really good. And when you get a 3.6% GDP growth, and when you 3.6% unemployment, it's unbelievable, 3.2% GDP,
yeah.
you start thinking, well, when was it like that? It was in 1969 when it was guns and butter. We had terrible inflation. So, Donnie, I think that people don't want anymore to say it's luck or it's Obama. They'll say, hey, listen, I don't know. You may think he's the worst guy in the world. You may love him. But wow, the numbers.
Well, let's talk about the numbers. In one of the earlier segments, I talked about a strategy for the Dems is let him own his economy and paint the other economy. The other economy where wages really have not grown in 50 years, where the minimum wage is still 7%, where 1 in 3 in 10 families do not think they're financially helpful, where the tax cut did not help the little guy. It only helped the corporations. Talk to me about that economy, because there are two economies.
Right. Well, I think that the way that I would run, and put it another way, is that there's the Met Gala economy, which feels like the Winter Palace.
Yes.
It feels very much like very late Tsarist Russia. And then there's everybody else. And I think that the CEOs make a huge amount of money. Elizabeth Warren knows how to tell the story. Are disliked tremendously. So you've got to go with we want everyone to make money, but not that much money, as opposed to Trump, who just says we want everyone to make money. Because you have to put that caveat. Donnie, if you don't slam that $200 million a year executive, I think people think you're heartless.
Yeah. All right. Obviously, big week. Obviously, Trump takes it up yesterday to 25%. A lot of people seem to think that he truly has, like with so many other issues, does not have his hands on the wheel. Talk to us about what that does to our economy.
Okay, well, the good news is that we are only able to export about 150 billion to them. They're sending 550 billion, so we can slap higher tariffs on them, and it does hurt them more than us. But there's an ideological split in the White House. There are people, my old friend Larry Kudlow, they want to do more trade. And
well, that's what conservatives and Republicans normally do.
But then there's another group that just says, this is 1947.
Yeah.
They're the Soviet Union. We must contain them. By the way, if you look at a speech that was given at the beginning of October of last year by Vice President Pence, it could have been about Stalin versus Truman. Where we are right now is this one very hardline group in the White House is saying these guys in 2025, they want to beat us militarily, they want to beat us economically, and they want us to be a second-rate country, and we have to stop them now.
Okay, but Jim, if I'm a guy, I'm living outside of Pittsburgh, I'm working for a living, on the one here, I'm at these rallies and go, yeah, we got to get you go get China. How is that affecting my life? Okay, right now, he's just seeing numbers on TV, 10, 25%. Take me the next 6 months, his life with tariffs.
Well, his life with tariffs is actually not that bad, because what's going to happen is that the retailers have to eat typically have to eat that vig, so to speak.
You really believe that?
They will. Yeah, I mean, look, I'm friendly with the guy. Like, I'll give you a good example. Gary Philbin runs Dollar Tree,
Sure,
which Dollar Tree's thousands of stores. Well, he's not going to call it Dollar Tree.
Okay, that's unusual. You're telling me the guys running Macy's all of a sudden
They're going to try. They're going to report next week, and they're going to try. They're going to say, we're cutting deals, we're sourcing different places. A lot of these people are frantically trying to source away from China. There'll be other places where Restoration Hardware, higher end, they'll say, listen, we got to take the Chinese stuff. They make it terrifically. But there are many of these executives in America trying to make deals with the Chinese to move some of it outside of China, but also for the Chinese to eat some of it and for our companies to do it. And there is, look, when you got Walmart versus Amazon, Donnie, they can't afford to raise prices, because if one raises prices, the other's going to take share.
Yeah.
I mean, that's why we're in a deflationary
But then you get
Trump very lucky. Very
yeah,
lucky.
But then you're also Walmart, and if you're taking prices down, and all of a sudden your business hurts, and you got to lay off workers. So finally, before we go, we predicated on, there's a roaring economy. We're still 20 months away from election. You don't have a crystal ball. Nobody does. There are really some kind of starting to see some little frayed edges that you could see. Predict as best as you can, as the great one, as the mad money king. Where's our economy in 2020?
I think this economy is still going to be pretty strong.
Even 11, 12 years into this.
And it's because we don't have a lot of inflation, so the Federal Reserve's not going to raise rates. The Federal Reserve's the one that can destroy the economy, not the president. Hey, hate him or love him.
Jim, you are the best. You probably have to Gunsmoke, or the longest running show on.
Can you believe it? Do you know I've done 3,000 shows, Donnie?
Okay. By the way, if you're a CNBC viewer, if you're an MSNBC viewer, you're always watching politics. They're going to get Phil Griffin's going to get married. Once in a while, switch over, because this guy, even if you're not into Wall Street, he frames things in such a great way. You can watch Jim frame his Mad Money at 6 p.m. Eastern on only CNBC. Thank you, my dear friend.
Oh, my, Donnie. Thank you I'm honored to be on your early shows.
I love it. I love it.
Hey there, I'm Chris Hayes from MSNBC. Thanks for watching MSNBC on YouTube. If you want to keep up to date with the videos we're putting out, you can click subscribe just below me, or click over on this list to see lots of other great videos.